Greetings, everyone. The human brain has 100 billion neurons, and each neuron connects to 10,000 other neurons. Sitting on your shoulder is the most complicated object in the known universe. That is your brain. It is so wonderful being here again to talk to you about our mysterious behavior. My name is Andrea, and today we're going to do some self-evaluation of our character. So what is character? And when does your character start developing? Those are good questions. But before we get started, I hope by now you have purchased my book, Our Mysterious Behavior Box. Now this is your workbook and you will need it to follow along with me. So what is character? First of all, our character develops over time through various situations. Character takes longer to discern, but it's really easy to change. There are several definitions of character, but it's basically who you are. There always will be a debate about how genes affect behavior. Genes play a great role in forming character traits such as self-control, decision-making, and how we act in society. Now, some studies have shown that genetics have more influence in shaping key traits of character than a person's environment or their surroundings. So as long as I can remember, there has been a debate about topics of nurture versus nature in terms of human development and achievement. Specifically, what is the main influence on a person, their genetic or is it their environment? Maybe they're both. Nurture and nature, genetic versus environment. Let's take nature. Let's talk about intelligence, for example. Now, if you're talking about nature, you're talking about largely about the child's parents' level of intelligence as a reason why that child is so successful. In other words, that child was born smart. Now, nurture, they have a different view on intelligence. You would be looking at the child's educational background as well as their parents, how the parents raised him or her. In other words, the child intelligence level is largely influenced by the child's upbringing and, of course, the school system. Character is the combination of environment and heredity. Yep, some of the character traits of a child can be passed on from generation to generation. They say that the first 5 years are a critical period in which to build the foundation for the child's social, emotional well-being. What are some of these issues with nurture versus nature? There are some common issues or debates, nurture versus nature. Let's take criminal behavior. Are some people born bad, or do people develop criminal tendency as a result of the environment in which they grew up? Does nature impact criminal acts? Now, some people believe that a tendency to behave in a way that is violates the law of their country is something that people are born with. Now, nurture have a different impact on criminal acts. A parent that has committed a crime does not mean any of their children will commit that criminal act. Additionally, not all people who commit acts, criminal acts, have parents or relatives who have done the same. So, is the main contribution to how a person develops is made by the influence of people and events that interact with the person throughout their life. Nature, homosexuality. Now that's a hot issue, isn't it? Especially among some religious group. Some individuals believe that homosexuality is a biological factor. These individuals are debating from the perspective that nature being responsible for the development of that individual. On the other hand, nurture view homosexuality different. Some individuals believe that homosexuality is a choice. Others believe that is the result of having negative effect on individuals, such as sexual harassment, causing an individual to become homosexual. These debates focus on the influence of nurture and the individual feeling that environmental factors are the cause of one's homosexuality. These are only some of the issues in our society concerning nurture versus nature. What about character traits of your children? You say to yourself, how can we have a better impact on that child's character? Well, first of all, tell the child it's important to say thank you. Have the child to understand the consequences of their poor decision making. And tell your children, don't blame others. He did it, she did it, I didn't do it. Encourage your child to help others. In the community service, there's volunteer work. They don't have to always get paid for work they do. And some of us pay our children to clean their room. Really? Monitor their language. Make sure your child is using appropriate language. Do not use curse words to express themselves. Are you using curse word? What type of movie and TV shows are your kids watching? What I worry about is the influence of TV, video games, virtual games as it relates to development of character. Our children's character, our character, other people's character, like it or not, the new technology can and it will have an effect, both positive and negative, on our child's character, on our character. Distinctive character can go either way, positive or negative. Your choice helps you to develop either to be a person of high moral values or a person of negative moral values. In other words, your character, again, is who you are. Every time you choose to tell a lie and you continue to lie, the trait of character displayed, what is it? Liar. If you choose to be trustworthy, what trait of character are you displaying? Trustworthiness. These are by choice. Do you think that you have inherited these character traits? Example, me. My sister Brenda and I have hospitality traits from our grandmother, Sarah, we call her Baba. She loved to entertain, and we, both of us, drive our husband crazy for entertaining. We are very zealous, we plan social events, all of that. My mom says we act just like her mother. It used to drive my mother crazy too. We can't help ourselves. We love it. Since it's a positive thing, we keep that trait active in our mysterious behavior box. Now, if you're brave enough, ask someone about your character and don't be surprised about the response. People don't always tell the truth. Now, in closing, while character and personality are both used to describe someone's behavior, the two examine them differently. There's two aspects. The personality is more visible, while the character reveals over time various situations. Next time, my friend, we will be doing some action and activity about your character, session 5. Let's say that this is another one of our counseling session. We will be making a list of the various character traits that you have. And we will also find out what you are doing about some of these positive and negative traits. How has your negative traits affect others? And what are you going to do to improve your negative traits? There will be many hard questions you will need to answer, and you will need to be very truthful to become a better you. My name is Andrea, and it has been a pleasure to help you understand your mysterious behavior. Please visit my website at andrealchapman.net. And these sessions are free, and it only takes a few minutes of your time. Most important, tell your family members and tell your friend. So until next time, enjoy life, and family, friends are very important. There is only one corner of the universe you can be certain of improvement, and that's your own self. Take time to improve. Thank you. Goodbye.